Okay, this stage, once you have your centers dialed in and all of your edge pieces are matched up with their partners, then the next stage is very similar to a 3x3. You can basically think of it as a 3x3 if you think of all these four as a single piece, all the center pieces. And then if you think of all these edges as a single piece, then you've got your corners and then your edge pieces. You can sort of think of it like a 3x3. So what I'll do is get all of my white edges lined up here to create our white cross, just like a 3x3. And now I'll just look at my corner pieces and I'll get all my white corners down, and now my white face is completed. And then I'll just go into solving my middle two layers here. And I'm going to spin that red out of the way. And I'll spin that one over. And now the bottom three layers of our cube are solved. Then from here, let's see, just like a 3x3, I had the yellow dot in a 3x3. You can rotate the top over just like I did and do the righty out and then spin it back. And on a 3x3, you do that enough times and you can wind up with a yellow cross. On a 4x4, sometimes you can't ever get the final piece, which is called the yellow parity, which we will wait until the very end to solve. It's a longer algorithm, but we can move on to the next step even though we don't have our yellow cross here. So I'll go back to solving it as if this were a 3x3. So I'll find two corners that are both red and they are in the wrong spot. So I'm going to flip these corner pieces. And now those are in the right spot. And these need to be flipped as well. So I'm going to do the righty out 3 times there, rotate it once. And now I fucked that up. So I'm going to rotate these again. Let's see if we can do that. And now all of our corner pieces are where they need to be. So these two still need to be switched around. So I'm going to turn it upside down and get those yellow guys facing down. And now we have it almost solved. So we've got these two centerpieces need to be flipped, and so the way that I solve for those, I'll show you in 1 second, and then ultimately what we'll need to do, because even whenever we get these in the right spots, this blue and yellow is still going to be upside down like this, even though it'll be right here. And that's the yellow parity, which we'll deal with whenever we get there. So there's probably a quicker way to solve for getting these switched, but the way that I have learned to do it is to go to the fully solved face that is to the left of where these are. And then I'll do the righty-out once here, and the lefty-out once, and then the right 5 times, and then the left 5 times. And the way that that leaves us is by, again, these two, which need to be swapped instead of 2 that are next to each other. And whenever these two need to be swapped, the way to solve that is by doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And now we are just stuck with the yellow parity. So again, that was a move that you don't see on the 3x3. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to flop those again. So it's this, right 2, then just the top layer, and just the inner right twice, then just the top layer again, and then just the right 2, and then just the top 2. And that will flop the 2 center pieces that are across from each other. It doesn't matter which way I'm facing. It could be facing this way. There we go. And that just leaves us with the yellow parity, and I'll show you that next.